Then we can go kill him, you know.
Of course.
Then we can go kill him.
Hey, jump on.
What up?
Thank you, sir.
Hey, you know the mess around today,
Welcome to Crime Time News, JA News and Entertainment with a buzz. The video that you just saw explains everything, the double standard that exists in Jamaica, the rich versus the poor. Don't know the circumstance that led to the police harassing this man, trying to put him under arrest. However, if you notice in the video that was clearly visible, the police almost punched him in the face. Had he been punched in the face before? Maybe. Was he punched in the face afterwards? Maybe. I don't know. Don't have any sorts of information or evidence to validate that. But what I saw very clearly is that somebody that might have been in one of those public transportation was videotaping, hence the video. When the police realized what was happening, he then rushed towards that person, try to box out, lick out, take with the phone, stop the videotaping of the whole episode as it unfolded. Obviously, they did not take the video, and obviously, that is why this video is out. So what this clearly shows you is the difference, polar spectrum of when they are doing or dealing with somebody that seems to have money, somebody that might have been from uptown in a Mercedes-Benz, BMW, Range Rover, versus somebody in the public transportation. They probably thought to themselves, it is instinctually in them cranium that a person in a bus, what them can do if a box out the camera, box out the phone, stop them from taping. Versus if somebody was in a Mercedes-Benz or one of those uppity car from an uppity neighborhood, videotaping them. What is even worse, videotaping public official is legal. There is nothing illegal about that. Unless, of course, that person that was videotaping was hindering, stopping, blocking the process, stopping those officers from doing their job. That was not the case in this case. And again, this is my disclaimer. Don't know what happened before, don't know what happened after. Just based on this 1 minute 30 plus seconds of video footage that we saw, it is obvious that these police are not properly trained. It is obvious that these police have an extra aggression that is not a part of the protocol. That is not how you deal with somebody based on what we see in the less than 1 minute of video. The man was not resisting arrest based on the video. The man was not attacking the police based on the video. You saw the police wheel back a man for clout the man name face, stomp him, box him, slap him, whatever the case is. People, something is definitely wrong with these police officers. Most of them coming from the garrison, most of them acting like this. So this is not an isolated incident. This is something that we've seen over and over, and it is disturbing to the fact that persons who are innocent are actually going to lose their life because of these protocols that are illegal. Point blank and period. So the next thing that is popping in the news, and this is based off an article that was in the newspaper, the caption read, Sting for sale, question sign, big offers rolling in for iconic show. Now people, I don't know where they got this information from. Don't know if it is true, don't know if it is just made up. But what I do know, the market value of something is the price that persons or the market is willing to pay. What is the market willing to pay? Based on this article, it is said that some people offer 7 million, some people offer 10, some people offer 15 million. What is the actual value of that show? What is the market willing to pay? What are you going to get? Are you going to get bang for your buck, or are you going to get FUCK financially? I think the answer is the later. When it comes to Sting, Sting is pretty much DEAD. The final nail was put in the coffin after Amari and Queenie, and then them dig it up back and put a next final nail, put burglar bar and grill and alarm over it, seal it up, and sink it down at Dovecote. That is based on the recent one that was supposed to be held on Boxing Day on the 26th of December 2024. So we see Sting, we see Leng, them broke. We see that they are bad debtors. We see that they don't like to pay. We see that their reputation is totally soiled. And we see that they are claiming that persons are offering $10 and $15 million. Now, people, for somebody to offer $10 or $15 million for a brand, a show that has been in existence for in excess of 3 decades, 30 years plus, that is not really expensive, but the question is it worth it? Are you going to even break even if you buy this brand? How valuable is this brand? Is this brand devalued to nothing, gone to minus? Because then you are going to have to redeem the brand, resuscitate the brand, get CPR, get all sorts of life-saving maneuver just to make it even break even. You're going to have to do all sorts of PR campaign, damage control, repair the damage. So why is this brand important? Yes, name is big, and name is brand, and name is very important in any sorts of product. However, it is better if you start over a new brand, do the same thing that Sting used to do, since Sting seems as if it has given up. Sting has lost its sting. Sting does not know how to operate a business anymore because of their past. The MO of Sting is pretty much done, dead, and dusted. So therefore, when you buy this, what do you get? You get nothing. You start from scratch. Once again, yes, you might get the name, but is the name worth the amount that Leng is going to ask? Is it even worth going in some sort of partnership with Leng and his son, knowing their reputation? Will you get bang for your buck, or will you get FUCK? Will you get backstab? Will you get cross? Will you even lose your life being in a partnership and then one day, coincidentally, controversially, you just get missing? That is a likely possibility. Not to say that Leng or his son would take away somebody, but me just say, this is Jamaica, it is not too far-fetched. So at the end of the day, like I said, is this going to be bang for the buck, or will you get FUCK to even align yourself with the brand known as Sting? Let me know what you think in the comment section, point blank and period.
Yo, who remember when Mr. Vegas and Bounty Killer did a go at it? And being a man say him not like the fact say the man them a war because them a big man. Also, when I remember when Massacre and Alkaline did about to go at it, and being a man buy it out and said no war. Now at the same being a man we see a shoot up a teacher, which is fine because it's a dancehall go. But we need answers. Is it a case where being a man just have short-term memory? Or I must say, you know what? War can go on, you know, but he needs to be included. Or being a man just corrupt? We need answers.
So me know say some of you some blessing black no. You being a man. Now tell me this, you get your visa reinstated. And I get you now and Vybz Kartel get visa reinstated. Because if you're going to start a war with Vybz Kartel now, you know there's a very slim chance of Vybz Kartel getting a visa back. Because America now want to hear say the artists them argue and put them in the same place in America for to come shoot up each other. So them now go give him the visa. And you know this being man, you know this. Say as long as him have problem with America, him have problem with getting a visa. Allow the man alone, no brother. Make the man get him visa reinstated, no being man. Brother, you know so bad mind, bro. You have to study being a man and him bad mind settings, you know. The man have some different bad mind ways, you know, that you have to study them artists, you know, bro. Pay attention to them, you know. The man them use them bad mind in a slick way where them know how to set you up. Foot hype one of them too. Foot hype shoot so much off of the man because foot hype no want the man reach a foreign. You understand? And I run off a foreign. Him can't even travel. You get me I say? So when time the man get him visa back and come here, the man I go travel free foot hype. You understand? Alkaline I see him thing, brother. The only man me see no shoot off of the man yet. And him now go shoot off of him. And the gully got himself, Mavado.
Yeah, man, see, Jah, him king this. And nothing can change that. I don't care who come or over, nothing can dethrone it. Because I know none of you get a commercial yet. I don't take. None of you. And when me take me in my ear, I go the yellow man out now. Oh, why? I feel like send me out there, me and the man. We have to realize that I go to get it out of respect. The rest would I feel like a shame dog. See the elders them. You said, who no jobber man, see the man here. Okay. If them man never get the first set of contract and show we how to walk the road. Yeah. Wait, no, never go up on BBC at top of the pops, we don't know about that. Eh? London cool. Come on.
Yeah. Learn that too, bright.
So the next thing that is popping in the news is that there is a big debate as to who is the actual presently reigning king of the dancehall. The names that were mentioned, Vybz Kartel, Beenie Man, Sean Paul, Yellow Man, and even Bounty Killer in a lesser degree. So to have the settlement of settlements, there was a survey done, and these are the findings of the survey, not specifically in a details. 74% said Vybz Kartel, 13 or 14% said Beenie Man, Sean Paul, 4%, and point-something percent the others, which include Yellow Man. Now here's my views on who is the king of dancehall. As a matter of fact, a company set up some category or criteria to prove who is the king of the dancehall. These are the categories, these are the criteria. Stage performance, street credibility, clash champion, body of work, lyrical ability, flow and delivery, cultural impact, influence, longevity, and last but not least, relevant or current. Stage performance, hands down, Beenie Man, Vybz Kartel, not even a close second. Street credibility, Beenie Man is definitely street. Beenie Man is definitely respected. So therefore, I am going to say a toss-up between Beenie Man and Vybz Kartel. Sean Paul, definitely no street credibility. Yellow Man, people probably don't even know who he is. I am speaking about the younger generation. Street credibility means that chances are, if you're going at the street, you are respected. The thugs, the people that are holding down the forts, look up to you, they idolize you. More than likely, they would not do you anything but show you respect. When it comes to clash, Beenie Man, I would say, based on the body of work versus Bounty Killer, classic, legendary clash. Vybz Kartel, Mavado, that was not probably the best clash ever. Probably one of the biggest, but not the best, based on the fact that Vybz Kartel is not really a freestyle artist. Mavado is definitely not even a freestyle artist. Yes, they are studio artists. However, when them just talk off at the top of the dome, not talking about songs, it might be problematic. Body of work, Beenie Man before Vybz Kartel. Beenie Man has a body of work. He has been doing this forever and a day. Vybz Kartel's body of work over the last 20 years, 2 decades. Those 2 decades probably supersede any other artist in a dancehall. So therefore, I am going to say Vybz Kartel gets the edge on that. Lyrical ability, flow and delivery. Vybz Kartel is more lyrical than Beenie. Beenie's lyrics are 1, 2, 3. Vybz Kartel lyrics, alien brain. Flow and delivery, It is going to be close delivery. We are talking about close again. I would say delivery goes to Vybz Kartel. Probably Beenie Man comes second. Yellow Man again, A, B, C, basic kind of stuff. Sean Paul in a different category by his own. He would not be considered as the best deliverer. However, he is probably the most effective based on the body of work, based on the international collaboration, based on the Billboard, based on the fact that Billboard named him as one of the 100 best 80-something he was ranked artists in the 21st century. So therefore, Vybz Kartel nor Beenie Man, definitely not Yellow Man, has ever achieved that. Cultural impact. What do you call cultural impact? International stage show. Culture being the dancehall culture, yes, it is going to be Vybz Kartel and Beenie Man, 1 and 2 again. It is a toss-up. I am going to say cultural impact. It is going to be Beenie Man, maybe Vybz Kartel, 1 or 2, vice versa. You let me know what you think in the comment section. Longevity, that is based on the amount of time that that person has been around. Definitely, longevity is going to be to Beenie Man. Yes, in the last 2 decades or so, 20 years or so, since Vybz Kartel bust him pretty much outshine Beenie Man by far. As a matter of fact, since Vybz Kartel has been locked up, Beenie Man has not been very relevant, effective, sustaining, touring because of his classic work. But however, I just say, longevity, yes, Beenie Man because of his body of work, because of the amount of decades, but Vybz Kartel most effective 2 last decades, so definitely. Relevant or current? Hands down, Vybz Kartel, not even a question. But what is current? Current in Jamaica or current internationally? Touring, that would be Sean Paul. So people, that is just my views as it pertains to that. Like I say, it is just my opinion. It is definitely not the fact. Point blank and period. So the next thing that is popping in the news is that we saw that Vybz Kartel did an interview with DJ Academics, noted social media personality in America, hip-hop, dancehall, he does it all. More notable for hip-hop. Very big platform. The last time that I checked, he had about 140 something, 150, maybe around there. Coders to the Fix, DJ Academics, bigger platform, but the Fix got in excess of 1 million views in a few short days. So it just tells you the impact of both. In that interview that Vybz Kartel did with DJ Academics, he addressed Alkaline, and he says he does not really give him any sort of respect because it is respect for respect. If you do not pay homage, especially to the person that you are the carbon copy of, not the same sorts of sound, not the same sorts of delivery. However, he has mimicked the technique, mimicked everything about Vybz Kartel with the exception of a few things that I just mentioned. This is exactly what he had to say.
What's the issue? I don't know if there is an issue, so you could tell me. Because I do like his music too.
Yes.
And when you got incarcerated, and even though he was giving us music,
Yes.
I like his music too, because he was giving us some music that
True.
it made me reminded of you.
I know.
An artist named Alkaline.
I know. You said remind me, of course, obviously, it's him. So I know.
Is there an issue there between, because I could never tell.
No,
between
there's no
his
issue.
communication and your communication, and at one point, they want to tell me, so when I make songs after each other,
I've never seen that kid before. I mean, and one of the reasons you just said it too, and that's a good point. The generation that he came up in, they embrace him as their cartel.
Yeah.
So that's why you got a lot of props from them as well. It's not just because he does good songs. They just wanted their own cartel, and they got one.
Well, people, here you have it. Vybz Kartel giving his piece as it pertains to that personality. Alkaline. Talking truth, talking facts. And people, you have to understand with this new generation, they do not have much respect. So therefore, whenever somebody does something that is despicable, these little lowlife will normalize and make it seem as if, no, him just do everything on him own and him not have to pay any sort of respect. But like we all know, there is something that is called blind loyalty, which is worse than any sort of loyalty at all. If you cannot follow the agenda whether the agenda is wrong, they are going to be wrong and strong. So therefore, if them leader, if the vendetta boss say, yes, this is what we are standing up for, that is what we are standing up for, even if it does not make any sorts of sense to them, like I said, sheepless kind of people. So therefore, Vybz Kartel is making it very clear. Listen, I do not have anything personally against him. I just don't respect him. I just don't give him any sorts of respect because he has not given me any sorts of respect, especially after stealing most of the stuff that he has in his career from me, point blank and period. So anyways, people, thanks once again for checking out my video. If you appreciate videos like these, please show your appreciation by liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing to my channel. That is how YouTube promotes videos like these to like-minded, sensible persons like yourself. Bless up.